So let me tell you about my concerns here. And again, it's not me nitpicking. It's just something that's based on the past history of Marvel with under Disney, the MCU. So one of my biggest concerns with this, Marvel, kind of proud of y'all right now. See, it's okay. Get a little dirty. It's okay. You got a little blood ain't gonna hurt you. A little bad word here or there. A little two here and there. They ain't gonna bother nobody. And I'm like, yeah, we know it made us $1 billion. So, yeah. So now they're ready to go to fully unleash with that M to the A right there, that mature rating.
Yeah, Deadpool broke it open.
Yeah, he sure did. Sure did. Now everybody ready to act a fool. Everybody ready to cut a bitch. So, yeah, people, we're going to talk about this real quick. Want to do this while we have a chance before we get into the roast. And today caught us all off guard. But it was a pleasant surprise to see that the trailer dropped for Daredevil Born Again. Gonna take a look at it right now.
Thank you for finding the time. Mind putting the hatchet down?
You're like, no.
Boy, that guy really, when you tell him to bury the hatchet, he takes you literally.
Yeah, right in your goddamn head. Punisher's even back. Daredevil tired of all y'all shit.
Right. He's like, I tried, Willie. I really tried.
Yeah. He's letting Marvel know right now. Don't come in here with all that funny shit. Don't come in here with all these jokes. I ain't about that right now. Listen, y'all. Trailer looks great. Trailer looks amazing. I still have some concerns. And I think they're very legitimate concerns that I have right here.
It's your concern, so of course you think they're legitimate.
No, they are. Not just to me. No, this is a fact.
Okay.
What I'm about to say. This is not a opinion. What they say, facts.
Okay. Facts, Corey.
Yeah. No, I think I have some concerns. And even if you don't 100% agree with me, I think you can see where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I'm being very fair with those concerns.
Okay.
Based on previous history with Marvel.
Okay.
And not just, some fanboy stuff right here, like actual things that went on behind the scenes in Marvel's business.
Okay.
That affect this right here. But listen, man, first of all, and Martin, I'm sure you could tell me a lot of things that I don't know. You've read the comics that this is based on.
Well, when they said Born Again, I was thinking of the Frank Miller story, Born Again. But I look at this and I was like, this is not following that.
Okay, which is kind of cool because
it's very cool to me.
Telling their own stories for people who have read it and can get something new out of this.
Yeah.
But listen, man, like I've been saying that I don't want to see the Netflix stuff being brought over to the MCU. I think it's confusing. And by the way, if they do try to put in there and say, oh yeah, it was connected the whole time, they are lying. They're full of shit. We know this, you know this, they know this.
All right, well, you have to linger on it.
No, I'm gonna linger a little bit. Because at this point, while I don't want it to be fully connected, I do think that it's great that they're doing a continuation of some sort of the Netflix stories.
Yeah, I mean, they built up so much infrastructure. It would just be a waste to just throw that all away and have to start over again.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you the reason why I really like it. Because this does, in a certain way, feels like a season 4. Because they did 3 seasons on Netflix. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to James about this today. And I think season 1 and 3 of Daredevil on Netflix, I think that's some of the best stuff they've done with the Marvel characters.
What didn't you like about 2?
I thought 2 was fine. I liked it. I didn't think it was as good as 1 or 3.
Okay.
That's all. I thought 2 was like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
1 and 3 blew me away.
Yeah.
So, I like that this feels like a continuation of that story. The only thing is, like, everybody said, Netflix, you get it. You ain't, doing all this family-friendly, funny stuff like Marvel's doing over there under Disney. Disney came back and said, oh, yeah?
Yeah, right.
It's like, it looks to be more brutal than the Netflix show. I mean, the stuff that, and they know it, because that's why they're advertising this. Notice that this is a very violent trailer. We're seeing legs being broken. When he broke that dude's arm, Ooh.
Yeah, this is a Daredevil that's not around.
No, that Daredevil that y'all saw having sex with She-Hulk, walking the walk of shame, he said that's done.
Which I really like that Daredevil because it's like some of the comics were like that, especially in the early days. It really captured that. But it's kind of cool to come back to this.
It's fine for She-Hulk.
For She-Hulk, yes.
A series, I don't think that would work for that. And I think people would be very upset. Damn, boy, he's mad. He's so mad, he's roaring like a lion.
I know. Turned into Craven for a second.
Turned into a damn werewolf. Darewolf. I mean, and it's not just him doing it, man. I don't know who the dude in the red mask is, but he's going hard like everybody else. Damn, that dude don't even know what hit him.
You don't think that's Daredevil in the red mask?
Well, the reason why is because in the trailer, unless somebody's mimicking him, in the trailer they showed a dude in a red mask pointing a gun at Daredevil.
Oh.
Yeah, so that, might be that, like...
maybe it's Bullseye.
Here it is, right there. That's
right,
dude.
right.
Yeah. Yes, somebody said word devil. So, yeah, because I thought that might have been him too, but this dude is leading a gang.
Oh, okay.
But more than returning to that tone and that grittiness of the Netflix shows, I like that all of the original cast has returned here. Yeah. And I tell you why, man, because I like that they're acknowledging the past, because that stuff between Wilson Fisk and Matt Murdock, our Daredevil and Kingpin, man, that relationship I liked a lot.
Sure, and I love how it's here, because when they kept doing press junkets and all, I was like, well, D'Onofrio's lost a lot of weight. I wonder if he wants to gain all that back just for this role. And you see he's thinner here.
Yeah.
But it is like, okay, we've both matured. You know, you're a lawyer. You're just a lawyer now. You ain't running around in a costume. I'm the mayor. So, you know, there's been an evolution of these two characters.
Yeah, I see you're right, Martin. And that's what I like about Kingpin here. Because Kingpin is acting like in this scene right here, he's acting like he's having lunch with an ex-lover that he's still mad at, but he's still kind of attracted to.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
Well, that's just what an ex-girlfriend would say.
I know.
Who wants to get back with you.
But that hand is still fidgeting.
But I still want to beat your ass. Look at that hand. Ooh, if I was in this diner right now, I damn gorilla slam your ass. No, what I like about this is that the Kingpin, who has respect for hardly anybody, he's all about himself. I think that he's come to respect Matt Murdock. And the reason why is because we see how brutal Matt Murdock is in this. Like I was saying, you know, we see him roaring like a lion in this. He's got a rage inside of him. You know, and I think that the Kingpin is the same way. He tries to go around the upper class. Now he's hanging around people who to have some political influence, and yet he knows that he's got this crazy shit inside of him. He knows that he's got the rage too. So I think he sees Matt Murdock covering that up, and he's like, you know what? We're not too different from each other. Sure.
It's almost like I kind of admire the fact that you've been able to do this same thing that I'm doing.
Yeah. And I would love to see that play out. And you wouldn't be able to see that play out if they did not bring that history from the Netflix shows. And I don't even think they have to be connected to Netflix shows. This is just another thing where it's just like, hey, just assume that they have some kind of past.
Right.
We don't need to see that all over again. We don't need to do anything again. Glad they're bringing back some of the other characters. It just would not be the same if they didn't bring back Karen Page and Foggy Nelson.
Yeah, or if they recast them, that would be weird.
Yeah, no, that would be very weird. Well, again, if they recast them, it's in the MCU now. I could deal with that. But I mean, you're right. It would be weird. Half the cast is here, the other half ain't.
Yeah, it'd be a new thing you'd have to, like, as an audience member, you'd have to get used to.
Yeah. And listen, man, again, I'm going to rub it in y'all's faces. I told y'all, man, y'all laughed at me. I said one day, it might not be soon, but one day they'll be able to get this guy right. But look at, he shit himself. He try that cool now. Hey man, it's me, baby. No.
You crazy animal.
I'm gonna hatch it down.
Yeah, they captured the Punisher right. He got the weapons, that he would use to just tear people apart. The thing with the Punisher is that the Punisher, and that they got right with Netflix, is that he's all about PTSD.
Oh yeah.
That's the source of his violent nature. It looks like now that we're able to go mature with these shows and dark with these shows, they can bring the proper Punisher back in and do him right. Man, there's even some things that they hint at in the trailer. I was doing some reading up on the trailer here, and I hope that y'all ain't just playing with us. I hope you ain't juggling my balls over there, teasing me, because they even kind of hint that maybe, just maybe, it might be an Easter egg, but your boy Luke Cage might be back.
Really?
Yeah, they have it's a small thing, you have to zoom in on it, but they have Harlem's Paradise written on something. Harlem's Paradise is the club.
Oh, yeah.
From Luke Cage.
Right. Well, I don't know how much they're going by the comics, but the Kingpin was mayor, and when he got ousted, the next election, Luke Cage became the mayor.
Oh, really?
New York, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something they could probably do. I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but it would really be great if they could have the Kingpin be mayor. And I'm not gonna do it, but I really was hoping that they could do that thing where the next Spider-Man movie or somewhere they would have Daredevil and Spider-Man team up to take on the Kingpin, because it's a big setup. Because listen, that's one of the complaints I'll get to in a little while. You don't know exactly what I'm talking about yet, but I will let you know what I'm getting at. And make no mistake, it's going to be interesting to see how this is brought to the MCU, because it is. You can see some of the smaller Easter eggs here. Rogers the musical is over there.
Yeah. Times Square.
Yeah. And we've already. I'm getting angry like him.
Don't Hulk out on
it. We've already seen Matt Murdock hanging out with Spider-Man or Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So the mature rating actually gives us a chance to have not just a little funny villain or not some magical powered villain. This is street level, and this is what everybody wants to see. So they brought in Muse, who makes street art with people's blood.
Oh, that's who that is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool that they're bringing in this guy who's pretty much a serial killer. Like I said, he ain't Loki or something like that. He ain't no magical dude. And I don't know, you could tell me more about this guy. I think this guy's a hero. I don't know much about him. White Tiger.
Yeah.
White Tiger, who I know he's from Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Hector Ayala. The White Tiger. There was a like a 3-man group called the Sons of the Tiger. One white, one black, one Chinese, and they all had these jade amulets, like a lion head and 2 paws. And I forgot what happened where they lost to all 3, and then he picked them up and put them on, and then he became the White Tiger.
Okay. Because he had a female one at one time, right?
Yeah. I think he got killed and his daughter took over.
Okay. There's a little spoiler I could put out there, but I'm not going to say anything. Okay. Because they kind of hint to what you might be saying.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say anything here. The actor who played him, though, here's another thing. They could recast this guy, but the actor died.
Oh, no.
Who played him. Yeah. Guy named Kramer de los Reyes.
Oh, okay.
Look at my muscle. Damn. The guy was healthy, too.
Yeah.
I don't know how he died. I just read today that the actor who played him died late 2024.
Damn.
But most of all, like I said, man, they're not coming in with all them jokes. I'm sure they'll bring in some humor.
It's got to have some humor.
Yeah.
Everybody demands some humor.
No, I don't mind that. This kind of thing, it can't be so dark that we don't have any levity here. It'll have some humor. But what I'm saying is, they're not coming in with all those colorful colors and making this, pretty much a straight comedy or anything like that.
Yeah. We've had too much of that.
Yeah, this is I wanted this to go the mature route. I want Marvel, Disney to go into more mature themed things, because all the stuff with them being cute lately and the colorful things that they're doing and whatnot, it's fine. There's a place for that. It's a place for lightheartedness. But it's just things were becoming. They were getting to a point they were all blending together.
Yeah. They were doing it for everything, and so much of it was just, it wasn't even that well done. It was almost like it was default.
Yeah. You're right. It looked like they were kind of on cruise control after a while.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. James Gunn knew how to make something humorous, but add a lot of different things to it.
Yeah.
But everybody else was just like, all right, what is this? ABC TGI Fridays now? What?
Well, I think they feel a little pressure from DC also. They've had mature properties that have worked very well, and it's added some nice variety to what they're doing. So yeah, I think Marvel needs to kind of use that as an example of where they need to go. But so first of all, you want to add anything here?
No. You're on a roll.
So let me tell you about my concerns here. And again, it's not me nitpicking. It's just something that's based on the past history of Marvel with under Disney, the MCU. Hey everyone, excuse me for interrupting the conversation, but we do have to give a word out to our sponsor right now, which is Mando Whole Body Deodorant. And I love using Mando. They sent me some. I love it because you can use it in your armpits. You got thigh folds, use it there. Put it in your belly button, put it in your butt crack, use it on your feet. You can even use it for your balls. It's clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone, 12 hours after a shower, and proven to block odor all day, controlling odor for up to 72 hours. Mando deodorant products come in many options. You have a solid deodorant stick right here that I love to use. It works just fine. But if you really want to get up in those deep, hard to reach crevices, they have a spray deodorant right here, whole body spray deodorant that I also love to use. And here's something else that's going to give you confidence in Mando products. It's created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. So you know that whoever created this knows what they're talking about. Hey, you want to use America's #1 whole body deodorant right now? Well, you can go to retailers such as Walmart, Target, and some other places. But for the best deals, go to shopmando.com. And over there, you can use our code TOASTED at shopmando.com to get Mando starter pack for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, such as a mini body wash and deodorant wipes. I use the wipes, very nice, and also free shipping. I want to thank Mando for sponsoring this portion of the show and keeping me smelling nice for 72 hours. And also, I want to thank all of you out there for your support. Now, back to the show. So, one of my biggest concerns with this, the reshoots. They got this thing halfway done, or close to halfway done, and then they scrapped it all.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige saw it and said, nah, this ain't gonna cut it right here. So, not that reshoots are bad. Reshoots have actually worked to the advantage of a lot of things. But there's a good Hollywood Reporter article out there where they talk about the history of the show being reworked and being rewritten and getting rid of the showrunners and bringing in even different directors. You know, they just kind of nicely dismissed the last crew and brought in some brand new people. Now, you would say that, okay, well, that's a good thing. They recognized where the show was going, because I believe where they were going was a mistake. They were going to, I think, they're going to make this a courtroom drama. And it was going to be like 4 episodes before Daredevil even showed up.
Oh, dear.
And listen, courtroom dramas have a reputation for being boring.
Sure.
So we gonna watch Law and Order without all the good stuff,
Right.
Just the law. So I would normally say, fine. You know, you reworked it, you saw the problems, that's cool. But also in that article, they talk about another show that they went in and scrapped and rewrote and retooled, and that show was this.
This war is one I have to fight. Alone.
You don't know what they have planned for you.
You know, this was supposed to be to deliver the promise of Disney MCU going a little bit darker. That's Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Ended up being one of their worst rated shows or reviewed shows.
Yeah.
Least watched too.
Yeah. I'm curious as to what they redid.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know, that's just brings a little concern to hear that, you know, they had to rework this show. They got rid of some people, brought in a different team, and now they're doing the same thing for Daredevil. I don't think Daredevil has anything to really fear, because man of fear. A man who knows no fear. I don't think they don't. Well, you know, like I said, no pun intended. They have nothing to fear there, because I think they have a template to follow already with the Netflix show.
Yes, and they have Secret Invasion as a cautionary tale.
Yeah, they have something to look at to how to get it right, and something to look at on how they can get it deeply wrong.
Yeah, if somebody could come say Kevin Feige could come in and look at everything and go like, this is all wrong and we can't use it. I think that's encouraging as opposed to, well, shit is done now.
Yeah. And if they're following, like I said, what they did with Netflix, especially for me, seasons 1 and 3, and then, okay, cool. Cool, you get it. You know what to do. The other thing that I'm looking at that kind of concerns me a little bit, it's so convoluted in the MCU. They really need to get their stories organized, because these stories are all over the place now.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if they will be able to actually mention some of the big events that are happening here in this show and other properties, other movies. Because I mean, listen, Kingpin running for mayor, that's no small thing, with this. I mean, I'm looking at, especially with the way they're building it up in this show. They open up with that, like when I was showing you with Times Square, they're showing you with the Wilson Fisk all over the news and everything.
Yeah.
Because, so that'd be a huge MCU event. And you've had huge MCU events in the past, huge events, and nobody says shit about them.
Well, what can they say?
I mean, nobody mentioned that big ass hand in the middle of the ocean, from Eternals,
Right.
Like nobody's gonna talk about a damn hat sticking out of the ocean. Nobody ever mentioned that because the movie didn't do that well.
Right.
But something. If we are really going to make this connected, there has to be some sort of mention, or the shockwaves of one thing has to be felt a little bit in something else.
Yeah.
Not everything, but
I mean, I think it was just a collective agreement to not mention that giant hand sticking out of the world.
Yeah.
I wonder, because part of that storyline is Kingpin making it illegal to be a superhero, and having a task force that will hunt down and arrest anybody who goes out in costume and fights crime.
Well, somebody said they'll be talking about it in Captain America 4. That's the new one coming out, right? Yeah. So it sounds like they might be doing it. I hope so. I think Marvel has made a lot of mistakes in the past, and I think now they're trying to course correct, because, again, James and I were talking about this today, and this is going to be a make it or break it time for them. They got Captain America 4 coming out, the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
And they got this show coming out. If this stuff ain't clicking anymore.
I don't think the Thunderbolts are going to move the needle. That looks like it's more back to the yucks.
Yeah, it does, but it looks like it looks like at least it will do it with a little more edge. It ain't as family friendly and lighthearted as some of the other things.
Man, we'll see.
We'll see. And Captain America 4 is mainstream, and I've been hearing things about that's kind of mixed. So who knows? Yeah. But man, listen, one of these got to hit, because this is a crucial time for them now.
Sure.
Because I'll be disappointed. Thunderbolts, okay, whatever. I know these are side characters. Ain't nobody really was invested in them. It looks fun though. Captain America 4, man, I'm really hoping that'll be good, but I'm gonna be very disappointed if it's not. But if you mess up Daredevil, I'm out.
You're done.
I'm already kind of done.
There's nothing left for you.
Yeah, I'm already. I got. They say 1 foot out the door. I got a toe sticking inside the door. I'm ready to pull that shit out. I'm done, man. If they mess this up, Daredevil is the only thing that's really giving me hope right now of something being good.
I think it looks pretty good, and
Fantastic Four is right around the corner.
That's right.
Now that's fine being lighthearted. That's Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Well, look, it's certainly a promising trailer, but I don't really trust trailers.
Yeah.
And for a while I was trusting them again, and then I got burned a whole bunch of times. Because it was like, it'd be really easy to show you all the best parts. And now if this was a trailer for a movie, I'd be like, hell yeah. But this is for a series, so that's several hours, and we're only seeing 30 seconds of what's going to be several hours.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to know, especially with you telling me how it was originally going to be a courtroom drama for 4 episodes. And I like courtroom dramas, but I don't want to watch 4 episodes of a courtroom drama.
I want to see no superhero courtroom drama.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I'm always let's wait and see. Let's be optimistic. And I don't know that it's a make or break for me. I haven't been as harsh on these shows as everybody else. But at the same time, there's some of them. There's plenty of them where I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to watch that.
I've watched so many shows where I'm just kind of like, I'm not gonna make it through this.
Well, Echo was only a handful of episodes, and I really liked it. And right when I was about to tell people, like, man, you got to check it out. The last episode was horrible. It was just so bad. It made me embarrassed that I even watched it at all. So, and there's always that fear that that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, and I wasn't even as enthusiastic about Echo as you were, but I was like, yo, I'm gonna give it to the end.
Yeah,
because sometimes you'll see an ending and it'll be like, man, this brought this all together. That shit yanked that shit right from under me. Shit, hey. Yeah. So I'm like you, man. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not 100%. This looks amazing. The trailer looks amazing.
Plus, you want to spend time with your friends again.
I do.
You miss them.
I loved Netflix. I loved Daredevil and was on Netflix. Loved it, man. So, yeah, you're right. Bringing all this back, it's giving me some hope. But, I'm like you, man. I'm still a little half-hearted about this. I would love to go in and be like, oh, my God, I can't wait.
You know what? Here's another thing for me is that I grew up reading, all these superhero comics and loved them. And like everybody else, I was like, oh, but how would this be in a movie? How would it play out like it was done realistically?
Yeah.
And for so many years, they did it. They nailed it.
Yeah.
So now that I've seen it done, I don't have to see it no more. I can go back to reading again. It's like, man, mission accomplished.
Yeah, I hung in there for a while, but now I'm like those people, like, you know what? After the whole Thanos thing, after Endgame, like I'm good. And so I'm like, well, I tried.
Yeah.
Y'all you just can't hit like you used to.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a couple of things that I was like, yay. I'm glad y'all made, these 2 or 3 movies.
Yeah.
But the rest of it has been like, well, it's there for whoever's enjoying it. I don't have to be here for this.
Yeah. I still believe a man can fly, though. Superman, he's going to be the one to save us all.
Well, we want to see our Superman done right.
Yes. But I'll wait for this too. I'll be happy to see where this goes. This looks very good. I think it's a promising glimpse of what the right direction would be for Marvel, the MCU.
Yeah. You know what? My concern is when I see the White Tiger, I have that. Do we have to keep dumping more superheroes in this? Can we just keep it with our main people and focus on them? If
you saw what I saw, the thing I don't want to spoil, there might be a particular reason for him to be there besides just another superhero.
Oh, wait. There was the story. Oh, okay. I know what this is.
Okay. You do? All right.
Yeah,
all right.
I do.
You can't say right now.
No, but I know.
All right, cool.
All right.
Well, there we go, y'all. How are y'all feeling about this? Looking forward to it? Amazing trailer? Being cautiously optimistic like we are? Let us know. You know what to do. Well, you made it to the end of the video. That must mean you really like what we do. So if you do, check out these other videos just like this one. Check out our other YouTube channels and subscribe to join our wonderful Toasty community. And as always, stay toasty.